Disclaimer. This material is for informational purposes only and does not constitute a call to action. Trading always involves risks, and access to the bot is granted only if all rules are followed and this information is accepted. Dear friends, hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video, the goal remains the same. We are trading on 10-second intervals. Helping me with this is a trading robot, which is free. The link to it is in the description below this video. We will be trading with $35 over 10 trades. So if we trust the math, starting with $35, after 10 successful trades, my balance should be $23,000. Let's check if that's really the case. Let's see if I can achieve this using signals from artificial intelligence, which provides them for free. The link is here. But before we start, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And I would also like to show you the review of the day, where one of my subscribers, viewers, or so to speak, my Padawans, sent me their feedback, which really lifted my mood today. Thank you so much for your review, I really appreciate it. I'm glad that the effectiveness is increasing thanks to some of the insights I share with you. So, awesome! Write your comments, share your feedback. This is very important to me, I really appreciate it. So, let's start our trading. We will be trading crypto assets and currency pairs. Let's start with a crypto asset. It will be Tron. We select this crypto asset on the trading robot. So I choose a 10-second signal, and according to the signal, I need to sell here. I immediately opened a sell trade after receiving the signal, and I expect this trade to bring me profit, provided the trading robot is correct. There was no mistake, the profit is already in my balance. Moving on. Now, my primary crypto asset of choice will be Toncoin. We will carefully select this particular crypto asset and then proceed to request a comprehensive signal from our advanced robot. According to the detailed analysis provided by the robot, it is absolutely and unequivocally certain that there will be a significant decline here. Let's see if that's really the case. 94% accuracy for this signal. Absolutely precise accuracy. Profit received. Now we can move on to currency pairs. Everything worked out quite well with the crypto assets. Let's move on to the Australian dollar and the US dollar. Requesting a signal. 10 seconds. By the way, the volatility is moderate, which is good. We need to sell. The trade is open. Now let's look at the performance of this trade, since the signal accuracy is as high as 95%. That's a high level of accuracy. The trade definitely confirmed itself as profitable, based on the result I see on my screen right now. Let's move on. Australian dollar and Swiss franc. Signal for 10 seconds. According to the signal, we need to buy. The trade was opened for a buy after receiving the signal. The market volatility is quite high at this moment, so the price action candles are pretty chaotic and intense, displaying significant fluctuations. But even so, it still brought me a profit. Excellent. We can certainly keep going forward. Alright then. Let's look at the Australian dollar and the Canadian dollar. We need to carefully observe and see what this particular asset will ultimately bring to us. Sell. Open the sell trade. By the way, the volatility is so high everywhere, it's just crazy. I don't understand what it's based on, but the volatility is really dangerous. But despite that, the robot's opinion, 95% based on their technical analysis, matched the result. Alright, let's continue to keep watching this interesting development. We are observing the Arabian dirham and the Chinese yuan, two significant currencies. 10-second signal. According to the signal, you need to sell here as well. Man, the volatility, guys, it really scares me. It's so high. I haven't seen such a volatile market in terms of my usual stable daily trading for a long time. Profit was made. But still, I'll say it again, I really don't like volatility, because high volatility always brings potentially high risk. The risk is that I could just end up losing my capital because my trade could close at a loss. That's all there is to it. Volatility, guys, is always dangerous. And with volatility, it's better to step away. So, when I see a volatile market, in general I think to myself, I'd better leave this market, because it's volatile and it could lead me to losses. Losses will make me want to make up for them. In other words, I'll get caught up in the excitement, and as a result, I could lose all my capital, which is absolutely forbidden in trading. Overall, this field is risky, but if you're already involved in it, then please follow risk management and money management rules, and don't trade more than 3% of your balance. That is, if your balance is $1,000, your maximum trade should be $30. No martingales. The concept of martingale is a fascinating story that originated from some popular online games. This is trading, it's a little different. There is a strict approach here. Each and every one of your financial transactions is equivalent to a precise 3%, because this calculation is indeed more accurate and fundamentally correct. However, even this careful and meticulous approach will not entirely protect you from the inherent and significant risk of simply encountering a series of losing trades. The trading I show you is based on my experience, and it's observational trading that simply shows that you can do it this way, because that's how I do it, but it's very risky. That is, any mistake equals the loss of your entire capital. So please guys, be careful with your trading since you've already gotten into trading. Next asset. Australian dollar, US dollar 10-second signal. According to the signal, you should also sell here. Overall, the whole dynamic here is actively moving towards selling. Volatility continues to remain high. But despite this, the advanced trading robot consistently handles these challenging situations very well. $3,331 on my balance already. Moving on to the next asset. Australian dollar and Canadian dollar. Let's see what this pair will bring us. This pair is telling me that here, on the contrary, I need to buy. I can even logically explain why. Because we have wave analysis, which indicates there will be growth. The growth is confirmed by the analysis and supported by the robot's opinion. Profit has been made. I consider the result excellent. Moving on to the next asset. Australian dollar and Canadian dollar. Let's see what this asset will bring us. For this asset, the recommendation is to buy. Well, we don't have much of a choice. We just follow instructions and simply open a trade in the direction indicated by the trading asset. This brought in a profit. The robot's opinion was correct. Personally, I would go for a sell here, because there's a historical high from which I'd like to open a sell trade. For example, I, as a trader with many years of experience, would have made a mistake here that would have simply led me to lose my entire balance. But this tool, on the contrary, helped me to keep that balance and preserve my capital. So the final trade, guys, just a reminder that this robot is free and the link to it will be in the description below this video. But alongside all this incredibly cool, visually appealing and potentially profitable trading, remember that trading inherently is tied to significant risks, and the primary risk, the most important one to understand, is that you can potentially lose all of your invested money. So if you are considering trading with your very last available funds, it is strongly advised that you absolutely do not proceed with such an action. Protect yourself. It's better to get another job that will simply give you a stable income. But you should never, ever go into any form of trading with your very last money. I am now moving on to the next significant asset, the Arabian dirham and the Chinese yuan, in 10 seconds. And here you need to buy. I opened a trade to buy and I hope this instrument won't let me down and that I'll make a profit on this asset. And that's exactly what happened. I've made a profit. $23,578 are now in my balance and I started with just $35. Thanks to this trading instrument, which really helped me. I'm incredibly happy that every video I review and show you ends successfully. Yes, there are unpleasant and bad cases. They do happen. They exist. That's inevitable. Guys, there is no magic button labeled money. For every process, whether to earn or to get something, you always have to put in some effort. So I wish you a great day, lots of profitable trades, and try to avoid losing ones. I'll just keep my fingers crossed for you and wish you a truly great and absolutely awesome and wonderfully productive. What day of the week is it today? Oh, it's Wednesday. Oh, have a great Wednesday. Goodbye, everyone.